Hello, good afternoon. It's Friday today. So normally I hop on Tuesdays, but it's been a special week with the Facebook party going on. I hope you enjoyed the kickoff on Tuesday. And thank you to those who placed orders and took advantage of the early bird special. But the party is still going until midnight tonight. So let me just wait a few seconds. I know it takes a little bit for people to find me in the group. I don't know how many people are at home or on the internet on a sunny Friday afternoon, but I am excited to be here. Oh, good. Hi, Judy. Somebody's found me. Welcome, welcome. It is party finale time. All good things have to come to an end. Hello, Louise. So as we're waiting for people to come, I'll maybe share what's been going on in the craft cave down here. Hi, Gail. So did I tell you guys that, I think I told you, right? The ongoing saga with the camping. So hubby and the kids, the two younger kids left on Wednesday. So farewell, goodbye. And so I was like, I felt like a free woman. Not that my family ties me down or anything, but it's more like, they're always on my mind, and obviously I want to spend time with them when they're home. But when they're not home, I feel so free to be able to do whatever I want. So Wednesday is normally my day off, so I think I did many things. I just like really took it slow during the day. I went for a massage. There was something else I did. Something great, and I can't remember because I was late for my massage. Oh, I met with a university girlfriend. Yes, we went down to the lake. We had a picnic near the lake outside and visited, and yes, so that was wonderful. That was wonderful. Then I went for my massage, and then I was supposed to get together with another girlfriend, but then that didn't work out. But then she was able to get together yesterday night, so I went out to dinner yesterday night, and I didn't feel guilty about working in my craft cave all day yesterday. So they're coming home today, which is great. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I got the whole lowdown because they did actually have a little bit of internet there, so I got the lowdown that my youngest fell off his bike and he's got a scrape on his face and he's got a scrape on his elbow, so I'll have to make sure to give hugs and kisses when he gets back. But I was thinking, I was like so free, not thinking, and I was like, oh, they're coming back today. Maybe I should think about what to cook for dinner. So after this, I'm gonna have to come up with a plan so that they don't have to worry about that when they get home. But I've also been down here busy, crafting away, trying to keep up with my daily blogging. I hope you guys have been following my blog every day. I have been posting a different sample. Today's sample isn't up yet because I wanted to stamp it in the party first, and then I will post it on my blog. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so let's do a little recap and then we'll dive in. I love to read your comments, so let me know how you're doing. Thank you for all the great feedback about the kickoff video. I'm glad you guys liked the format of kind of going through everything in the holiday catalog and seeing things in real life and all that sort of thing. So I'm glad that that was helpful. So today, so just a reminder, today I was going to focus a little more on Saleabration because on Tuesday I spent so much time looking at the holiday catalog, which runs until the end of December, maybe very beginning of January. Hi, Rose. So I kind of focused more on that catalog on the kickoff, and I was like, well, I need to do another live because I have things to show you from the Saleabration catalog. So let me do a quick recap about Saleabration. If you're new, if you're not very familiar with it, if you're just super confused, because Saleabration is usually January and February, and this is the first time that Stampin' Up! Has done it in the summer, in August and September. So basically what you need to know about Saleabration is that it's about free stuff. That's what you need to know, bottom line. It's about free stuff. So how do you get your free stuff? You can shop. Okay, so for every $60 spend, you can choose a free item from this little Saleabration brochure. Those of you who requested catalogs should have gotten one of these with your catalogs from me. So here, for example, right, they'll have like a little thing, it'll have a little badge, it'll say free with 60. So you know when you spend 60, you can get that item free. And I call them level 1 items. I don't know if that's what they're calling it. They used to call it like level 1 versus level 2 items. So a level 1 item is basically an item that you can get free with a $60 spend. If you spend more, if you spend $120, you can either choose 2 of the free with 60 items or 1 of the free with 120 items. So let me see, there is one over here. For example, the Delicate Dahlias free with 120. So you'd have to spend $120 to get that free. Okay, so that's how Saleabration works for shopping. But what about if you want to host a party, host a Stampin' Social, collect orders from your friends, all that sort of thing. So if you have orders that total $375 before tax and shipping, so before anyone asks, absolutely, you can be a party of 1 if you want to spend that on your own, because trust me, there is enough to buy to easily reach $375. Then you'll get an exclusive stamp set. It's called, I think it's called In Your Words. Yes, I actually don't have one to show you because mine is still on the way. Hi, Gwyneth. You'll get that absolutely free. It's an exclusive stamp set. You can't get it any other time except during Saleabration right now. And we can all use more word stamps. So that is the freebie for Saleabration when you host. And I don't want you to think, you know, hosting can mean a variety of things. It can mean just sharing the catalog with your friends and getting them to place orders. And you can say, hey, Jen, I have all these orders from these different friends. You know, you can be, you will have hosted. Or if you want, I can do some sort of Facebook party for you and your friends. I can do a Zoom party. I can do a backyard party. I can do a fundraiser. So there's many different ways to host. So don't be shy to talk to me about that if you are eyeing the extra perks related to hosting. Plus, of course, you get the regular Stampin' Rewards that come with hosting. Okay, and then the last freebie related to Saleabration is that you can choose a free bundle when you decide to purchase the starter kit. So the starter kit's already an amazing deal. You pick $165 of whatever you want. So pick out all your favorites, get to $165, and then you only pay $135, no shipping. No shipping. And during Saleabration, you get to pick a free bundle of your choice. So there's really no downside to that. I know like some people literally don't get the starter kit because they think there's a catch. They think there's something fishy about it because it's such a good deal. And I just want to reassure you that anybody can get the starter kit. The only exception to that is obviously if you're already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can't get the starter kit, or if you are a rep for some sort of competing paper crafting company, you can't get the starter kit. But other than that, I think it's pretty open. So talk to me if you're, you know, you want to find out more about that. But that's ultimately the best deal if you've got a wish list like this. I mean, as soon as your wish list gets to about $80, $90, the starter kit's the way to go. Okay, so that's Saleabration. So let's talk a little more about it. I've got 2 cards to stamp for you guys today. So you can buckle your seatbelts and get ready for that. And keep commenting. I love reading your comments. And even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment. I'm calling this the party finale because my Facebook party perks will end at midnight tonight. That's Friday, August the 6th. Party perks will end. And so I will talk more about the party perks. Let me flip this over. I hope everything works. I was so busy down here. I couldn't believe it was already 2 o'clock. I was like, so I didn't change my grid paper or anything. It's all pretty messy here, but I'm thinking fellow crafters will understand. Okay, so hopefully that got rid of the shadow there. So just a reminder, all my important links are here. Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. There is a dot between the R and the E. And if you are shopping online, this is the host code to use, because your order $60 or more if you shop online will get you a package of the new snowflakes. Okay, so you don't want to miss that extra perk, but you don't have to shop online. I'm totally happy to help you with your order. You just wouldn't be able to take advantage of that like online ordering special, but you can get all the other party perks. So let's talk about the party perks and then we'll dive into the stamping. Okay, so here you go. Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna put on my glasses here. Okay, so I will post again the door prize form. So if you've watched the party, if you're part of the party, if you've been enjoying the party, go fill out the door prize form. Okay, so it is a link. If you're in the Facebook group, Stampin' for Fun with Jen, at the top there should be something that says announcements. The announcement post is where I put the link for the door prize form. Okay, and I will draw a winner from everybody who filled out the door prize form for a brand new package. This is not a new one, but a brand new package of the Bedazzling paper. Okay. Other party perks are that all orders, a minimum of $60, will receive the 3 card making kits for the projects demonstrated during the party. So this is during the kickoff. If you guys joined me for the kickoff, you'll remember that I stamped these 3 cards. So I will happily cut all the pieces for you. I mean, you'll have to use your own stamps and ink because Stampin' Up! Rules don't allow us to pre-stamp anything. I'll cut out this little piece of DSP for you, all of that. I'll put them in envelopes and send them out to you as a thank you for your order during the party. Okay, so now that's on top of, don't forget, when your order's at least 60, you get to choose a freebie from Saleabration or more. I mean, every 60, you get to choose freebies. So the 3 cards are in addition to the freebie that Stampin' Up! Gives you. Oh, rhinestone down. Okay. Online orders, I mentioned, will receive an additional gift of snowflake elements. Okay, every new class registration. I also put the class registration up in the announcements, but I can write it here too, so you can check where to register for classes. Okay, it's a bit.ly link. bit.ly/Stampin' for Fun September. Okay, because we're getting ready for September classes. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it rolls here because I got to cut and prepare ahead of time. So mostly the August classes are closed. Okay, oh, I'm glad, Debbie. Thank you so much. Okay, and then, yeah, so every new class registration will give you sort of like a ticket, and then I will draw prizes depending how many new class registrations I got. So basically every 4 class registrations, I'll probably donate a prize and draw some winners. Okay, and then, okay, we're not going to talk about the early bird special because that's over. But the whole thing ends Friday, August the 6th. If you have any trouble placing your order or filling out the class registration or something like that, message me, call me, text me, email me. I will help you. I am around. I can help. Okay, so this is, again, obviously for Canadians only. That is that. Okay, so let's talk about Saleabration. Let's take a look at some of the items in here. Okay, keep asking questions or comments so that I know that you guys are out there. Okay, the Bedazzling paper, I'm going to take it out so that you guys can see it. Again, that's free with a 60 spend. Here, I'll take out a piece that hasn't been, I've been cutting and using it. There we go. And then I'll show you a sample. If you guys have been following my blog, yesterday I posted a sample using this paper. Okay, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a disco ball. Because as you move it in the light, it kind of changes. And it's not uniform in color. Okay, so it's pretty unique. It's almost like a reptile leather kind of look, disco ball thing. Let me show you. There we wanted to show you a sample that I made yesterday. Okay, so there you go. That's my sample that I posted yesterday on my blog where I used that. Yes, I did punch through it. Here you go. I'll show you. I don't have the finished punch. Okay, I used one of my circle punches just to test out. I was testing out. It is a little tricky, but it can be done. You can punch through. Just know that you might not have the cleanest edge, okay? Because it's almost like each one of these is like a little fiber. Not a fiber, like it's almost like each one is like a piece of glitter. Okay, so anyway, but I did punch through it, just so you know, since Louise was asking. Okay, and so you can use it as an accent piece on your card. You could use it with punch out or die cut pieces. Okay, so that is that. Let me move. Okay, I'm going to clean up as I go because I still have to stamp, folks. And I can just see myself. I will be creating this mess here and I won't be able to stamp. Okay. So that's free with a 60. Okay, let's talk about the penguins. We talked about it a bit last time. You can see that I used the paper on this card. Let me show you some other samples. Okay, so these are a few swap cards I received using the samples with the penguins. Hi, Jen. The ribbon almost looks like cinnamon sticks. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was mostly thinking that like this glitter, it was like all by itself. It needed like a friend. It needed something else to glitter. So this new gold shimmer ribbon from the mini catalog, I thought was perfect. So anyway, here's some of the cute cards using that Penguin Place Designer Series paper. Isn't that cute? So cute. So cute. And see, it coordinates super well with the stamp set. So it is really great to get the stamp set to coordinate. Okay. And, oh, I've got a couple more here using that paper. Okay, so it's not all like Frosty Friend kind of designs. You can just use the stripes or the dots. Okay, so it makes it extra versatile that way. I should tell you who made these cards. This one's from Diana Langman, a swap card I received from her. I like the clean and simple look of this one. Okay, this is using the soft seafoam from my friend Anne Granger. Okay, who did this cutie? This is with, it almost looks like shaded spruce. Shelly Harper, Team Stick Girl, thank you. Okay. Look at these little gems. That's the second card I've seen with these gems on there. This is Anne, I think Anne Heptich. Yep. So cute. And then this one's from Caroline. Okay, so thanks for sharing your swap cards with me, ladies, and hopefully you guys watching the party enjoyed that too. Okay, let's go on. The Feels Like Home set. Okay, free with 60. Let me show you a couple samples with that one. I already posted one on my blog earlier from my friend Rose. She used the DSP from the Bloom Where You're Planted suite. And I thought it went really nicely. That brick wall went really nicely with that stamp set. Okay, so you can, let me hold this up so you can see all the different images and words that are included in that. Free with 60. And here's another one. Okay, isn't this nice? Using the contour dies. Okay, and then this one's from Diane Inkster. Thank you, Diane. And so, see how you can choose to color the image or not. Both of them look great because the artwork is so detailed on here. Okay, so even if you don't color it, I think it still looks great. Okay, and then we've got the beautifully penned Designer Series paper. So don't get this paper confused with the hand-penned Designer Series paper, but they are meant to coordinate together. You see that? So they're using the hand-penned stamp set and dies here. and then they're using this paper. But there is paper that also coordinates with this as well. Okay, so let me show you some samples. Actually, today's card, one of the cards I'm going to stamp is going to use this paper. But let me see. Yeah, here's one here. Here's a, oh, I forgot to use my AirPods again to test. Oh, well. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the papers there. I can show you, I know sometimes you just like to see the full sheets here. So just so you see, it's like you get 4 of 3 designs. Okay, so it's not like our normal packs of paper where you kind of only get, where there's 6 designs. This one only has 3 designs, but you get 4 sheets of the 3 designs. Okay. Is there another design that I'm missing? I don't know. I've been opening and playing with all my paper, so I don't know whether I have everything. But hopefully that gives you a good idea. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, we're going to get to some stamping soon. Not yet, obviously. I'm waiting till I... Okay, so this is the Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper. It coordinates with the Deer, Peaceful Deer bundle. Okay, so let me show you a couple of samples with that one. Okay, so here's one. So you can see that the paper, this is actually the paper that coordinates with the punch. So you can punch the DSP out. But isn't that a nice paper design? And then here's another one. So this one is from Lena. And then this Lena Gersa. And I don't know who's, let me see whether their business card is inside. I'd love to give them credit if I can. This is from Elizabeth Ames. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so you can see that paper in action there. And I totally get it. Sometimes you're like, I want them all. I want everything. And I wish I could tell you, well, I kind of, whatever. You can't buy it. You can't just say, I want that paper, I want to buy it. You can't buy it right now. It's basically only available free. It's a freebie. So just spend $60 and you can get it for free. Okay, I love these samples in here too. I love this tag. Wouldn't that look great on the Christmas gifts? Okay. Okay, here's our friend, Counting Sheep. We absolutely have to do a card with that. So I'm going to do some stamping. Let me see if I have any samples to show, but the samples here are great. But we're going to stop and do some stamping here. Okay, I don't know where my sheep samples are, but okay, there we go. Da-da-da. So here's the stamp set. And what, oh, here, I should show you. So you can get the stamp set free with a $60 spend. You can get the dies free with a $60 spend. So hello, what's this saying? We should spend at least $120 to get both, because you got to have the dies. So let's take a look at what we got here. How many of you already got your sheep dies, or they're on the way? Let me take this out. So this project that I'm doing here, those of you who placed an early bird order before Wednesday at midnight, this is your 4th. Remember I said one of the early bird perks is that you would actually get 4 make and takes. This is the one. Okay, so I will cut just like this. It'll come like this, all cut and prepped for you. Okay, so don't worry if you missed the early bird. You can still get the other make and takes, the 3 others, mailed to you with your order. It's not too late to order. The party ends tonight at midnight. Okay, so I'm going to use the You're Amazing. Yes, that's good. Your sheep one's on the way. Okay, so I'm going to use the You're Amazing stamp. This is Coastal Cabana cardstock, and I have cut it at 3 inches by 4 inches. And I actually was inspired by a card that I saw on Pinterest from Michaela Tethridge in the UK. I just kind of changed up a couple of things. I think she didn't even use the sheep set. Maybe I just used the layout and the colors. It wasn't even the sheep set that she was using. Okay, I am just randomly stamping the You're Amazing. Kind of, yeah, that might be enough. Okay, I'm just kind of stamping that randomly around. I'll see whether I need to stamp it anywhere else. Okay, but I think we get the idea there. Yep. Okay, and then what we're gonna do before I put my stamps and ink and everything away, we're gonna stamp the cute sheep. There's like 3 sheep guys. I'm gonna go with this one. He looks very important. Let's do him. Every time I use critters, I always want to name them. I don't know why. I didn't name him, but when I look at him, I'm like, which sheep am I using? Like if they had names, we could, but he looks like a very important one. He needs a very important name. I'd love to hear, go ahead, type in the comments what you think their name should be. Frank, I don't know. Something very, very important. Okay, I just used a scrap sheet of my basic white there. I love stamping. Look at how clean and crisp he is. Charles! Yes, Charles. That is a good name for him, I think. Okay, so of course there is a coordinating die for Charles if you get the Saleabration die set, and why wouldn't you? So here we go. Let's cut Charles out. It just makes it a more clean cut than if we used our scissors, right? Thanks, Gail, for naming him. Others can throw out some other names, or maybe names for the other ones, the ones that don't look so self-important. Okay, let's roll that through. Okay, look at, perfect. Okay, put that over here. Put my die away so I don't forget. So while I'm putting my die away, I may as well show you. There's the dies that cut out the sheep that are in the set, but then, and the hat that's also in the set. But I call these like bonus dies, okay? Like the fence, the sun, the cloud, the balloon, this little banner. I think those are all wonderful additions because they coordinate so well with the images. Okay, so I already pre-die cut it out. I'm going to use this little flaggy thing here. Okay, so let's do our card. So we'll put this 4x3 piece in the center. I think that's okay. Okay, and then I use the Stitch So Sweetly dies. They're from the annual catalog. Okay, and then we will go ahead. I can maybe put some dimensionals here. Pop this up a bit. Yeah, the bonus dies are nice. Oh, you thought the clouds were bushes? Sure, they could be bushes. Doesn't matter. Could be grass, whatever. Okay. I just thought they were clouds, but I haven't used them yet, so I'm sure they could be other things. Okay, and then this is a piece of the paper pumpkin. Not paper pumpkin. Pumpkin pie, sorry. Pumpkin pie colored cardstock, which I rarely use, but seemed to go well with this. I'm just going to flag each end. Give it a little bit of fun on each end. There we go. But before I stick it down, I am going to see, do I have any of the, yeah. This is the ribbon I want to use. It's like kind of like a black and white twine. It comes from this set, the Playful Pets Trim Combo Pack. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this around a bit. Just to give, you can't have a, I don't know, I think the embellishment's nice to add a little embellishment there. Okay, good. Yep, so let me just stick that down. Okay, and where's Charles? Hello, Charles. There he is. See, he's so amazing. I just thought it went well with the amazing. Okay. And he can just be like winner. That's what I was thinking about with this little flag, right? I'll just use a mini dimensional. It's like, you're a winner, Charles. So we'll just, or anyone I want to give this card to. Maybe I'll send it to my son. Okay, so put that up there. Okay, so, oh, maybe I'll just put a little piece here. So this is how I make it, fake it, right? It looks like I wrapped all the way around with a knot, but I'm literally just taking a second piece and tying it here. Okay, so there you go. So this is card number 4. So for those of you who placed an early bird order, I'll be cutting the pieces for you along with these ones. Okay, and then hopefully that gave you a little bit of inspiration using the sheep stamp set and the sheep dies. What do you think? Fun, right? Okay, so let's keep going through Saleabration. I'm going to clean these up out of the way. Okay, so I know it's funny. I don't know if Doreen's watching. She's like, I'm not sure whether there's too much in that little brochure. But hopefully I'm kind of like bringing to light some of the things in the brochure, because I think it's one thing to kind of look at it and say, I'm not sure, but totally different when you're actually using it and seeing different samples. So, you know, I thought there was quite a decent selection in here. Okay. Yes, celebrating the women's soccer winning the gold. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Textures and frames, this is free with 60. Okay, so let me show you a sample with that one. Okay, I haven't had too much time to play with this one. I think it would be fun for background stamping. So here's a couple. See, using that kind of the splatter image and this circle image. This person, I don't know who it is, did some silver embossing there, really made it pop out. Okay, and then this is that Penguin Place Designer Series paper. Isn't that fun? And then this one, again, just some fun images. So that's a way to use the textures and frames if you haven't tried it or you were wondering what's this about. There's some inspiration with it. Okay, this one, let's pause. We're going to do some stamping here. I looked at this and I was like, what are these? What are these dies? And then I realized they coordinate. It says right here, but it took me a second. It coordinates with the Shaded Summer stamp set. Okay, the Shaded Summer stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. So don't look in the mini catalog. It's actually in the big fat annual catalog. And this is the stamp set. Okay, and so this stamp set is actually going to probably be the feature stamp set for my Sweet and Simple class in September, because we're doing all occasion cards. And so there's, you know, there's a happy birthday, there's a thank you. So I thought that would work for all occasion. And it's got some pretty flowers. So if you want to add on the feature stamp set for the Sweet and Simple class, you're welcome to. Or you can substitute with other flowers that you might have. I've been really trying to be cognizant of that during the pandemic when I'm doing these virtual classes. Although, if you tuned in the first kickoff video, you will have heard that September will be the first time I'm going to be trying some in-person classes. Okay, so when you're filling out the registration form, okay, you can actually just go to this link and it'll have an upcoming class link there. But if you want to go direct, you can go here and just look carefully on that form to make sure you're either signing up for the Zoom session or you're signing up for the in-person session in Markham. Okay, I would love to start to see some of you in person, but at the same time, I know not everybody's comfortable, and I know not everybody lives close enough to want to come down for stamping, but you love stamping with me online. So I'm trying to keep up both. We'll see how it goes. So that's the plan for September. Let's do some stamping with this because I want to show you these dies that are free with your 120 order during Saleabration. Okay, so there you go. There's a bit of a close-up on the stamp set. Let me get pieces that I pre-cut here. I don't know. I was on a Coastal Cabana kick. Okay, I think we're doing Coastal Cabana again for this card. Okay, I already tried to pre-cut it so you don't have to stare at me while I'm cutting everything out. I'm going to use this little greenery vine piece, and I'm going to stamp a little bit of a background on the back. So I'm going to go tone on tone and use the Coastal Cabana. Okay. So I'm thinking this will be one of the Sweet and Simple cards. Of course, when I stamp too early, sometimes 2 weeks down the road, I'll be like, that's the ugliest card I've ever made. I can't stand it. I have to make something else. So, but I think I like it enough. So I think I actually really like it. So I'm thinking it's going to make the cut for Sweet and Simple class, just in case you wanted a sneak peek. And then, oh, here's this beautifully penned Designer Series paper, Saleabration paper that I'm using. I cut it, I believe, 3 inches by 4.5 inches. Okay, 3 inches by 4.5 inches. I think I can go ahead and glue that down. Okay, and then this is a piece of the Petal Pink cardstock, and I pre-embossed it with the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. Again, this is from the annual catalog. Okay, so this is how you can kind of see how everything works together. Nothing's like random on its own. Okay, I'm going to do it a bit on an angle there. Because that's kind of fun to do that. When Debbie's saying when I would make an ugly card, my sweet mama could always find the beauty in it. Anything handmade, there's always some beauty in it, right? Okay, and so let's go ahead and use the stamp set. I'm using the floral image from the Shaded Summer stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it with the Petal Pink so that it coordinates with the Petal Pink I'm using here. I don't think I've used Petal Pink and Coastal Cabana together very much, but when I looked at, if you go ahead, like these samples are always so inspiring. I like to look at the samples. So when I looked at the sample for this stamp set, I think they had stamped something in Petal Pink and the card base was Coastal Cabana, and I was like, cool, Coastal Cabana, Petal Pink, why not? So that's how this card kind of came about, or it was sort of birthed. I don't know how you guys kind of create your cards, whether you use a particular card sketch thing or whether you like what you do to create, but I like to look at the catalog images and play around with it. It gives me an idea for color. It gives me an idea for kind of layouts. Okay. And let's grab those new dies. Okay, so I want to show you these dies. These are the Saleabration dies. They call them Summer Shadow dies. So there's lots of bonus dies, okay? Remember I called bonus ones are ones that don't necessarily coordinate exactly with the stamp. So they do have the ones that coordinate with the stamp, okay? And then, so there's this one, okay? But then they have these bonus ones. Okay, like these flowers, these leaves. Aha, yes, Jen is saying in the comments, I think this is the first time I've seen you angle. You always debate, but end up going straight. I know. Let's take a moment to celebrate my wildness. This is what happens when my family leaves for 2 days. I end up going all wild and crazy and make things on an angle. I'm like young again, wild and crazy. Okay, so let me cut this baby out. It just looked better. I don't know, when I was playing around and making this card, like I kind of kept going sideways, straight, and I was like, nope, you know what? This one really does look better on an angle. So that's what happened, Jen. Okay, I don't know if I'm doing a good job lining this up because I'm half in the dark with my glasses. Let's see. Okay, just want to cut this out. So the dies really obviously help when you've got the coordinating stamp set. But I think that you probably could use these dies if you don't have the stamp set too, because there's so many bonus elements. You could just start kind of layering them up, and you would be fine too. Thank you. I'm a rebel. Yes, today I am a rebel. There we go. Okay, so that gives you a good idea of the image there. Okay, let's put the die away before I lose it. Okay. See how the card's coming together? That petal pink is so pretty. And then what I did is I took one of these bonus dies, one of these, I think I took this one, and I die cut it using this, what is it called? Gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper. So I used the gold up for something. Oh, I think it was my Christmas in July class, but I had lots of this rose gold one left, and it's so pretty. Here, let me take it out so you can see it better. And I was like, I think this will be nice, like add a little warmth to the card. So I die cut with this. I used the adhesive sheet and I die cut it so that I've got this element here. Okay, so let me just peel off. Here, let me, okay, no, I gotta pop out these. So I guess you could use it like that, but it's really supposed to pop out here. Can you see that? So these little things, so it's more of like an outline. I know, it's so pretty. Rose gold is so pretty. Okay, and then what we can do is actually poke out these middle bits. Hopefully it'll work out okay. Let's see if we got that. And then we can, since I used the adhesive sheets, I actually remembered. Okay. And then these little bits are, I mean, it's fine to leave them in there, but let me see whether I can pop them out. Okay. Okay, and so maybe I'll just put this peeking out of the corner here a little bit on the card. Okay, and then we can have our little flower here. I think I'll use dimensionals. Okay, so for those of you who have never tried my Sweet and Simple class before, it's really a value-priced class. It's only $25. And it actually includes a free embellishment, like it includes an embellishment with the class, which is a great, great perk. Okay, and there's usually nothing fancy. It's just relaxing. We stamp together, we chat. Okay, and then we just need a little sentiment. So I already pre-die cut the little circles, so we can put the sentiment on there. I chose the one that says some friendships are just meant to be. I was thinking about my friend that I had lunch with by the lake. We had such a nice chat. We hadn't seen each other in so long. Well, I mean, we've seen each other on Zoom, just not in person. So it was a very nice lunch outside. I just don't want the summer to end because it's so nice to be able to get together with people outside. You know how they're saying it's so much better to be outside than inside in terms of, you know, health, safety, all that sort of thing. So, and, you know, when we have the nice weather, why not be outside? So it was so nice. Okay, so let's just pop that on there. Okay, and then can't resist these brand new brushed metallic adhesive dots. They're from the mini catalog. I'm going to go with this one. I guess it's sort of coppery, kind of almost like rose gold. So I was like, this is the one we need. I'm just gonna pop that on. There. Okay, so these are the 2 cards I wanted to stamp for you guys today. So much Coastal Cabana. And it's like totally different. This one's like kind of fun and crazy. This one is still a little pretty and floral. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea how to use those Saleabration items. This is the Summer Shadows. Oh, I think I have a sample. I did get a swap card with that too, so let me show you that one. Okay, see how she used the bonus dies? Who is this? Jana. Thank you, Jana. Okay, see how she used the bonus dies there? But she did also use the stamp set as well. Let's see. Okay. Fun, fun. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so good. Hopefully you guys are getting an idea about these Saleabration products. Just a reminder, they are only around until the end of September. But keep in mind, things like the dies, like they're only while supplies last. Okay, which embossing folder did I use on that card? Hello, it is from the annual catalog. It is called Pretty Flowers Embossing Folder. Okay, so that's the one that I used on that card there. Okay, it's from the annual catalog. Okay, you know, flowers, so I just went with flowers. Okay, Delicate Dahlias, free with 120. Okay, here's a couple of samples using that one. Oh, here, this embossing folder is being used here as well. Okay, Shelley Harper, I got lots of swap cards from her. Okay, the Pretty Flowers embossing folder, Delicate Dahlia. She, bless her heart, fussy cut them all out. So nice, right? And then this one. Okay, this one, who's this one from? Do I have a little name? Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine, for sharing your swap card with us. Okay. So there is the Delicate Dahlias from the Saleabration item. Did we cover them all? Yes, that's it. So on the one hand, you're like, oh, it's such a little book. There's not much in here. But when you go through it page by page, hopefully you got to see all the things that Stampin' Up! Is possibly giving you for free. Okay, just for shopping. Like, how much easier does it get than that? Okay, so I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. And of course, the best deal of all, as usual, is the starter kit. So if you're not already a demonstrator, I would love to have you join my team. We have so many different things going on. We've got creative challenges. We've got, we've had some secret sister games. We have monthly stamping nights. We have tutorials. We've always got a lot going on. So I love to serve and give different fun experiences when you join my team. So now's a great time. You get to pick $165 worth of things. You pay only $135, no shipping, and you get to pick one of these bundles for free. You can't go wrong. And I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's true. Okay, let's flip this over. Okay, so hopefully that gave you some more inspiration. It's so sad. Our Facebook party is ending tonight at midnight. I mean, obviously the inspiration can go on, but the party perks will be ending at midnight because this weekend I'll probably start thinking about, well, I actually have to cut for Stamp Camp first, but I'm also going to be cutting party cards. So I would love to help you if you have any questions about placing an order. If you want to get these party perks, you're not sure where to start, let me help you. I am here to serve, and I am so grateful that you stamp with me. And make sure, even if I know some of you maybe haven't come to any of my classes before, now's a great time to give it a try. Try one of my classes. Try the value priced Sweet and Simple or something like that. because, you know, why not? We can do it virtually, so anyone in Canada is welcome. And as long as you register by midnight tonight on my little registration form, I can give you a door prize ticket as part of the party. Okay, so I guess that's everything. You're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in with me live. Even if you're watching the replay, I love connecting with you. So go ahead and comment away. I'll be back on Tuesday at 2. This coming Tuesday, I'll probably start with a new product of the month. I kind of put that on hiatus while we were doing this Facebook party. I couldn't focus on just one thing. That's no good. When a new catalog's come out and Saleabration, I couldn't just focus on one thing. But next week, I'll pick a product of the month, and we will get back to our regular Tuesday at 2, and it will be on my Facebook page instead of my group. Okay, so make sure you're a part of liking my page or whatever. Make sure you're on my email newsletter list, and that way you're not going to miss any of the news. Thank you. Have a great afternoon. Have a great weekend. And thanks for joining me. Bye.